spirits take me.
This ends now.
Watch my six.
Locking satellite vector!
Score 1-0. Ready for battle.
This looks like the best team in the solar system.
I could do this on my own. Probably faster, too.
Five, four, three, two, one. Round 2. Capture the objective.
Light speed!
Death for no one.
Thank goodness my parachute's deployed properly.
Don't fail me, or else.
Tolshiro-san mentioned you had a daughter blessed by the fox spirit. Could she be?
I think I can make this worth my time.
Five, four, three, two, one. Attackers incoming.
Payload
Escort the
mobilized!
payload.
Let's get this win!
Initiating match. Ready for battle.
If anybody asks, I was never here.
We should get Ganymede to scout for us. Don't worry. No one will touch a feather on Ganny's head while Hana Song is here. 안녕.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Stop the payload.
Hello guys again, thanks for continuing with us. Now we are in Overwatch. We have been in a couple of minutes streaming
Overwatch. Rocket League.
yeah, Rocket League, and now we change cars with guns. Something funny. So there's the game between our Yellow Jackets and UW Milwaukee. Now it's the turn of our Yellow Jackets to defend the payload. Let's remember that in case that the payload gets into the third zone, we're gonna have overtime. In the last series, our Yellow Jackets got the payload in the last zone, so now it's turn for our Yellow Jackets to defend. But the payload still in the first zone, so I just wanna ask to the expert here if the time that remains it's the correct of the zone or we are cooked.
Well, it's still early in the game, and also to just kind of start off with a bit of a correction, it's Milwaukee School of Engineering, not UW Milwaukee. They are two different schools, but we are still early in the game. This first point is somewhat hard to defend. It's doable, but usually when people tend to fall, it's kind of hard to recover and, you know, keep defending it. So the best thing we can do is just set up for the next one and stop them from advancing. So still too early in the game. We got 4 minutes left. In the last round that we were watching and not commentating, our team was definitely pushing them relatively fast, because at this point we had about 5 minutes. So technically they're doing it a little bit slower than we are, but nothing is really stopping them from doing it faster.
Second zone, the payload it's in the second zone. Now we can see from the camera of choose to game with the gold gun in the second floor, trying to push the other team, to push the School of Engineering of Milwaukee. Let's see if we can change of camera with another guy of the players, now with Winged Frenzy. That it's flying right now, trying to kill and push them to stay in this second zone. But now we're getting into the third zone with 4 minutes and 45 seconds remaining. Let's remember that our Yellow Jackets, when they get in the last zone, they remained with 1 minute and 7 seconds, if I'm not incorrect. So I think this is a really good time for the School of Engineering. We have 1 player, so it's 5 before. Let's remember that it's 5v5, but now it's 5 before, so we should take advantage, because now it's 5 5v3. It was 5v1, but just for a couple of seconds. Now it's 5v2, so now it's time to push them. I'm trying to not get them to the zone, but I'm gonna shut up because
we just lost. Those players that were unfortunately fallen happened to be Yellow Jackets, so the numbers were not in our favor, and unfortunately they pushed a lot harder, and they just happened to have all the ults at the right times and slowly spammed them away. Let's see if we can turn it around. We got about 1 minute and 7 seconds to actually push this payload all the way. This can go and has gone in the past before in other games to very, very long overtime, so it's definitely doable. We'll just have to see if our team of Yellow Jackets groups up and pushes flawlessly.
so. Okay, 35 seconds until the start of the next set.
Okay, hand me yours. Let's see what I can do.
But let's remember that we just have just 1 minute and 7 seconds to move the payload. And I'm gonna ask again to the expert, is it enough time to move the payload until the last zone?
Like I mentioned before, it definitely is possible. It's not going to be very easy. Unfortunately, unlike the first set of rounds, we don't get extra time every time we cross a checkpoint. So we get literally 1 entire minute to push it all the way through. Outside of that, there is the issue where the longer the game goes, the faster the overtime timer falls. Meaning that if we get off the payload range for even 1 split second, that round is done. We can't advance anymore. And at that point, that's when Milwaukee School of Engineering will have only have to advance as far as we managed to push it with 30 seconds we have left. 20 seconds, I should say.
20 seconds and we're still in the first zone, so I think this is gonna be really difficult to move. I think the strategy as well from the School of Milwaukee was really, really good. So it seems that they said it's gonna be just for Milwaukee School of Engineering, isn't it?
Well, we still have the one guy standing on the hill, but it does look like we're just gonna sadly lose this one. Round over.
Round 3 is complete, so now we're 2-1. The 2 points are for the School of Engineering of Milwaukee, the University of Wisconsin Superior, just with 1 point. And now we switch of roles again, because now it's time with a lot of time for the School of Engineering of Milwaukee. 4 minutes and 2 seconds. I think they will also have time to take a coffee and drink a cup of water, because there's too much time that they have, and if they use the same strategy from the second set, they can get it again.
Yeah. What our team, if they want to pull off an upset here, they were doing this interesting little strategy that has become available now with one of the new characters, the cat. He was bringing the cat with Reinhardt, which is their enemy tank, to just fly over areas that Reinhardt wouldn't usually ever be able to get to. That allowed them to take space and just push freely. So if we want to combat that, we need to be on their back line. Because remember, this will be the cat and the tank pushing up, which leaves their very squishy 3 players in the back line. So in theory, we have to bring the fight to them in order to hold this.
So okay, we can see the camera of Winged Frenzy that it's on the floor trying to avoid the pushing from the School of Engineering. But let's see, someone of the players from WEC is on the roof. I don't know if any of them, and
Just like that.
Just like that.
Unfortunately, the strategy of the cat and the Reinhardt paid off, and we were unable to hold it. But that again this is a best of 5 game 2. We can have a nice little reverse sweep and upset, and hopefully we can take it to 5 games. Stay tuned for the next set of rounds while the players ban maps and champions and choose the next game mode.
So okay, for now, for those that probably are starting to know about this game, that are joining us right now, and they don't know anything about Overwatch and they want to learn, what would you say for them?
Well, first off, Overwatch, if you hadn't noticed, it's a first-person shooter game that has various game modes that are objective-based. Very often in a lot of first-person shooter games, the game modes that are offered are objective-based, but there's also Slayer-based game modes. Overwatch doesn't really have that. They are available, but only really in custom games. But in the actual game modes that get played in ranked and competitive scene, you'll never see a Slayer game. So Overwatch, first-person shooter, has characters called heroes who each have their own unique abilities and their own unique roles. So in our case, we have 2 supports, 2 damage dealers, and 1 tank. And each player has to do their role well in order for the team to succeed. That's about it, really, kind of the nutshell of what Overwatch is. It's a game that's been out since, I think, 2016. It went to a game mode called Overwatch 2, and they went back and called it Overwatch 1.
Don't forget to keep an eye on our esports team from UWS. Do you know the schedule? Next games that we're gonna have here for all those persons that want to keep following us.
For the next Overwatch game, at least.
In general. I mean, I'm a guy that I like every game. I think that those guys that are watching us right now, they like every game, or they want to learn from every game that we have here. So just in general, Valorant, Rocket League, Overwatch, I mean every game.
Yep. So for the rest of the week, what we got going on here is Thursday and Wednesday. We're gonna have 2 games, one game each of Valorant coming up, and then as well as League of Legends will be on tomorrow. We would have had a Smash game, but this is our bye week, so we get a free win just like everyone else gets one. And we won't have a Smash game this week, but stay tuned. Next week we'll definitely have some more. For now, again, Valorant tomorrow at 7:30, as well as League at 6 o'clock.
For now, we have the map. They decided for Surabasa. What do you know about Surabasa?
As much as I am a coach, you'll get to see how much of a bad coach I am. But I'm pretty sure Surabasa is a map that has 3 hills that the players need to capture. Minimum 3 hills. I don't know if you're familiar with King of the Hill games style. So you have to capture 3 of them. The point moves every time it's caught from 0 to 100%. And whoever gets the first 3 points wins the game. There is no round 2. That is it.
So there are the rules, and they are gonna play Flashpoint that you may see here on the screen. So now we are waiting until the beginning of the game. They are setting up the last things just to start. Let's remember that it's the game between the University of Wisconsin Superior and the Milwaukee School of Engineering. For now, we are losing against the Milwaukee School of Engineering, and if actually the School of Engineering of Milwaukee, if they win this one,
the series is over.
The series is over. So we need to push with a lot of force.
A lot of force. We need to come back fighting. those 2 games, like I like to tell my players, they didn't happen. We're starting fresh. We're gonna get 3 wins in a row, and we're gonna put on a show for you guys. I don't know why the game likes to bait me. But
It's part of the show. It's part of the show.
Yeah.
We should have a problem at some point, and that's part of the show. And at some point, it's something fun.
Yep. So we got 10 seconds before we swap scenes here and show you what's going on over there. But we'll see what kind of heroes everyone decides to pick.
Let's remember that the players on red are our team of the Yellow Jackets, and blue it's for the Milwaukee School of Engineering. 18 seconds, 17, 16, 15 seconds remaining for the start of this first game of the first set, I want to say. Third game. I'm always prepared to start, and let's go! Guns, knives, everything that you have. Strategy to get the victory in this one. At least we're having fun right now.
Yep.
At least we're watching good games, and the most important thing here is that both teams have fun.
Yep. And that's, when it comes to video games, that's the name of the game. If you're not having fun, why are we playing?
Exactly. And now we can see the camera. You love Weekend Frenzy. We also see to that player. I wanna see X-Fam. We haven't seen too much X-Fam.
You're right.
Yeah, let's see.
And he's dead.
Let's see. But he's dead. I think that that's why we don't see them too much, because he's dead. But now let's see
The
X-Fam.
game. Getting a kill there. We got a couple of kills. X-Fam is coming back in.
X-Fam with a double gun. Let's see what is going on for X-Fam. That's throwing guns. Now it's preparing. It's in the zone near from the red circle. Trying to check if all is good, or probably figure it out if something is happening.
Yep. Usually at this point, we just kind of expect the enemy team to take their time, group up, and hopefully come up with a plan so they can push. But usually in these higher level tier of games, you won't see the random player who likes to go in there by himself. At least we hope to not see them. But it does happen. Just not in this game.
Okay, there we have again X-Fam with a double gun, trying to not be really near from the other players. He's trying to shoot from long distance, and I think that's part of the strategy. I think that's something that I believe, because I'm not really expert of this game, but I think that's the main point of X-Fam. And let's see if we can see the tank of our team. Who is it? It's Winged Frenzy again.
That is our tank. Reaper was definitely trying to snipe the enemy team. Those 2 guns that he does have are shotguns. So I don't know if you know just shotguns in general. They really only work great if
they're from a really far distance.
So you want to make sure you are. Oh, he's popping his ult. See if we can get anybody. We got the pig down, and now we've taken over. We got 2 ults down. We still have choose to game's ult, and hopefully we'll save it and not just randomly spam it for the next push that the enemy team is going to do.
We're going on 83-84%. It seems that the Yellow Jackets are controlling, but I don't want to say that at all. But probably the mainly part controlled by the Yellow Jackets that are gonna win this first set, probably. I'm not pretty sure. I don't know if I'm inventing something that it's not true. Can you tell me if I'm true or not, or if I probably just stop talking about the strategies, because I'm not really expert expert as you.
I want to say that definitely could have been a fight that's winnable. Again, it's hard to see the Reaper, which is XFAM right now. It's hard to see him trying to get kills from that far. He had a player at 3 more bars left of health. If he had just dropped down and gotten that kill, that could have been the change and probably the thing that would have won them that fight. So unfortunately, because of that, we lost the first point, and now we moved on to the second one. Here we are, just kind of set up, and unfortunately, looks like we have a couple of people that got left behind and got picked off. So now the enemy team has full reign of the hill once it comes back up here in about 7 seconds, and hopefully that's enough time for our players to come back to tide.
So there we have again. Second set, we're 1-0. School of Milwaukee Engineering, it's winning 1-0. But remember that in case that if they win this set, they're gonna win the whole game. The week 4 game.
Enjoying the view?
From the camera of Frogogi.
One of our support heroes. Those support heroes usually don't get the shine they deserve, and nice little pull there from Frogogi to prevent her monkey from falling into a hole and dying to a simple hook. We definitely don't want the tank dying, because if we don't have a tank, we can't really push. But unfortunately, we're just getting picked off one by one. We need to start taking place and advancing as a team in order if we want to take over this hill. We only have 20% left, and hopefully we can get a couple of people. Enemy team does have 2 ults, so we'll see if they end up using them. Oh, another hook by the pig. He is just kind of on point with all these hooks, decimating our team.
So now it's 5v2, 5v1. This is gonna be really difficult to keep. You know, 2-0 again. It seems that things are getting really difficult for our Yellow Jackets.
We have 1 ult to work off of to hopefully secure the hill, and then that'll buy us enough time so that the rest of the ults can come back up. So let's see if XFAM can actually pull it off and get a great pick of at least 2 people with that ult, which can turn the tide, especially now that we are down 2 players as we speak. I do also want to say that once Choose the Game gets his ult, I want to see that swap. It doesn't seem like it's working out in trying to pick up the enemy team. I haven't really been seeing what kind of shenanigans he's up to, but if I had to guess, every time he shows up in that back line, the way a Sombra should, the enemy team turns around and kills him almost instantaneously. So he's getting little to no benefit out of being Camel.
Look again. Choose game.
To finish this kill. Oh no. Is he gonna get away? No, he didn't get away. Good. We got the kill. We got the ult. Let's see if we can check out what XFAM is doing. This pig is just being a menace right now, and one real way to put an end to a pig is anti-heal. There is a hero that can drop what the community likes to call a piss jar, and when that's hit on the pig, they can't heal, which is kind of one of... Ooh, that was interesting. Good choice, I guess. Good for us. It can be a good thing for us, but unfortunately we just did not push and get the point. I wasn't even paying attention to the timer. With that, it ends the series. 3-0, unfortunately, for UW. And we'll catch you in the next Overwatch game. Any closing thoughts?
Yeah, thanks for being with us in this game between the University of Wisconsin Superior, our Yellow Jackets, against the School of Engineering of Milwaukee. On this week 4, the win is for the School of Engineering. Thanks for listening to us. My name is Emiliano Santos.
And mine is Coach Shiny. I will not say my real name.
That's true. That's
But
true. But
I am-
I need to say my name, but
You know, for me, Coach Shiny, almost everyone in the WEC that does know me, that's kind of what they know me off of. And if you were curious on how to say my name, that's how you say it. It's Shiny. So, thanks everybody again for watching. We'll stay tuned for the next set of games. Again, tomorrow, Valorant, Wednesday at 7:30, and League of Legends at 6 o'clock. So,